Hey friends, welcome back to Spirit-Filled USA and the Bourbon Holler here in beautiful Morgantown, West Virginia. We've got a fun single barrel on the table today.
That we do. Gorgeous. Tumblin Dice, 13-year-old barrel-proof rye.
Let's get into it.
Hey folks, welcome back to Spirit-Filled USA. We've got a gorgeous bottle here. I love the wax cap on this. This is Tumblin Dice. This is from Proof and Wood Ventures out of Kentucky.
Yeah, Proof and Wood. They're a source group. You may know them from their bourbon side, which is usually, Tumblin Dice can also be bourbon, I think.
Mm-hmm. They have some bourbon.
But also like the senator, the cabinet, the president.
Yep.
Yeah, they also do those too. And so they are a sourced NDP. This is a single barrel pick.
Yep, this
right
is
here.
This is exciting. So this is from our friends over at Allview as well as Drug City out in the Maryland region, northern Baltimore-ish area. Justin runs Allview. Such
Jarvis,
a great guy. Yeah, such a great guy. And Drug City's a terrific location if you're looking for some good pours.
Good pop.
That was a good pop. Very good pop indeed. This is a pretty high age statement on a rye, yeah?
This is, this isn't the only one, but this is their first round of the highest age single barrels they've done.
No kidding.
13 year, 95.5 MGP, rye whiskey. It is coming in at barrel proof, which is 109.66.
Okay.
Which makes me very excited because I am here for a lower proof, barrel proof.
Sure.
All right. I don't need everything to be 130 plus.
We've had plenty of hazmats.
Especially with a rye whiskey. I feel like sometimes the nuance really shines through when you have a lower proof cast strength product. So the high age statement, the lower proof, this has me kind of excited. I was very fortunate that I was officiating a wedding in Washington, D.C., actually at Arlington National Cemetery.
Oh, wow.
And I was staying over because I was visiting some family that I have in Ellicott City, Maryland, which is near where Allview Liquors is.
Sure is.
And they just happened to release this barrel on the day after I was officiating that wedding.
No kidding.
And I was already going to be in the area. So I stopped over there in the morning. Right when they were opening up, there were people in line before me lining up for this. So this was a pretty sought-after one. It only lasted the day at Allview.
Wow.
This is a pairing a lot of times. Allview and Drug City Liquors, if you're familiar with those two places, they will team up.
Yep.
I think Drug City lasted a little bit longer, but not much. It barely survived a day. So we'll see how this goes. Justin, pour these up for us.
I will.
So again, single barrel pick. So you're not going to be able to get this exact single barrel, but I went for the 13 year. They also had an 11 year, so I could have gotten 11 and a 13. Will I regret that? I don't know. But I just went for the 13 year because it was lower proof, higher age. I thought that was more interesting.
Yeah.
And Allview is they're the purveyors of that Cherry's Jubilee.
Yeah, from Sagamore.
Yes, we reviewed that last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Sagamore
shirt.
Cherry's Jubilee. They do some really interesting stuff there, and not just bourbons and ryes. They do a lot of whiskey, a lot of tequila picks.
They have a whole
stuff.
They also have a whole Scotch club as part of Allview there. I'm part of it.
I'm not in that.
That was how I got introduced to that Glenallachie that I haven't stopped singing about since last year.
Yep.
Also, I'm excited to see Ryan on this one. This is, you haven't had, ryes aren't your go-to for certain.
Not usually.
Have you had many that are this old, do you think?
I haven't. Mm-mm.
No, this is a pretty good introduction to get you into some higher proof, higher age. Well, not higher proof, just higher aged rye whiskeys. This is also my first foray into Tumblin Dice. I've not had Tumblin Dice.
Same.
Yeah,
I have only had one
seen
Proof
it
and
out
Wood
there.
products before.
Yeah.
I had a bottle of the Senator, which is like a 4-year sourced bourbon, but it was like one of the more fantastic 4-year bourbons I've ever had. It was like peach cobbler.
Ooh.
It was crazy.
Out of a 4-year,
yeah, out of a 4-year. It was really, really fantastic. So I'm very interested in what this single barrel has to offer at 13 years. Generally, man, these higher age 95.5s anywhere from like that 10 to 15 year mark are insanely good. So
I will say, in recent memory, the historical tasting that we did at Smooth Ambler, Ryan came out of that. The rye, one of the ryes there was
10
your.
or 11 year.
It was something like that. It was that was your top pick.
It was
from
it was
that
very
evening.
good.
yeah, so some of these ryes can be monsters.
Yeah.
Monsters. So let's see if this is one of them. But I mean,
It's got a pleasant nose. Like it's rye presenting, but not entirely. Like
no, it's it's vanilla. It is nutmeggy.
okay, yeah, I see the nutmeg for sure. Is it spearmint that I'm getting? Maybe a little
Maybe a
bit.
touch. So there's a fruit.
Like it's real small, but what is that fruit? There's a fruit in there.
yeah. It's mango chutney. No, it's not
Mango
right.
chutney.
I mean, it definitely
It's
hits
apple.
hits
It's
my nose.
apple.
It hits
It's
my
like
nose.
a green apple
It's
on the nose, or maybe like a white grape too,
okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
like a white grape. Oh, that's interesting on the nose. It's not super like jumping out of the glass. You got to work for it.
Yeah. If you get your nose too far in there, the proof stands up pretty good.
I'm gonna try this.
It coats the glass. It doesn't really have legs, but it does stick to the glass.
It's that 109.66 punches above its weight for me as far as the proof.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh,
Whoa.
oh! I'm anxious to see what you think of this,
Yeah.
Ryan.
Rye
Rye
and
and
it's in the name.
It's not bad.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I would
alright,
probably
I'll
choose
take
a 13-year bourbon over this rye.
sure.
But it's not very drying. It's not as spicy as some of the other ryes that I've had. Very flavorful. It's little spicy, little herbal. I'm not getting so much of the traditional sort of notes that I would get on a bourbon, like the vanilla or the caramels or any of that stuff. But it's the more I dive into ryes, I don't want to say the less they are appalling to me, but I'd drink this. Yeah,
Coming around.
it's good.
Coming
yeah.
around.
Coming around.
Okay. I think this has a lot of vanilla. I think it has a lot of apricot.
Okay.
I'm getting apricot on it quite a bit.
There was like a fruit. There was I can see definitely like a dried apricot.
Yep.
And
Yep.
some herbalness to it. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna step a little into the weird. I'm getting coconut.
Yeah.
Coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love
No,
some
100%. Like a toasted coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coconut.
I can
coconut. Dive
100%
deep
see
for
that. Yeah. Easily.
I also definitely see a good bit of the vanilla that you're talking about. It's like vanilla bean, like almost vanilla bean
Yeah.
ice cream. That's also part of the sweetness, I think, is the vanilla.
There's also a confectionery note that I am thinking of a pie crust.
I do like pie.
Pie crust. And then there is a pepperiness from the rye.
Yeah.
Like that's what stands out about the rye characteristic for me.
It's almost a white pepper,
A
wouldn't
white
you say?
pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a black pepper. It's a gentler kind of pepper. And what else? There's something else. I mean, it's not a menthol. It's almost a little bit anise. Like a little
sure.
bit anise.
Yeah, I could see that. Anise is a good call out. So, like, at least for me, it's almost like anise, and it's not quite menthol, but I'd say it's more on the spearmint side of that mintiness. So it's like anise and spearmint a little bit on. That's kind of sits where you expect the rye funk to be,
Or
for
no,
me at least.
I have
Let's hear it.
a change.
Okay.
It's cardamom.
Cardamom. Okay, okay.
It's more a cardamom note than anise.
Yes, it is.
Cardamom.
It's cardamom.
And so It really is.
Yeah.
I get that when I eat Indian food. They usually put it with the rice.
Yep.
Okay,
Very much.
Boom. That's what it is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's very distinct.
Yep.
I
Now that you say
rarely
that,
get that,
yep.
but that's what it is. Yep. I was having trouble figuring it out, but I just figured it out.
Well, if it
Apricot,
isn't,
cardamom, pie crust, vanilla. Those are the biggest ones for me.
I wish I was getting the vanilla and the toasted coconut.
oh, you're not getting the toasted coconut?
No.
Yeah,
I
the
wish it
toasted
was.
coconut. This is really interesting.
Folks, if
This
it's,
is super interesting pour.
folks, if it's not apparent, there's quite a bit to explore on this pour. Yeah.
Yeah. What's going to happen to this in a week? That's what I want
That's
to
a
know.
fair point, yeah.
That's
You're
what
gonna
I
give it
wanna
some
know.
water?
I am going
Yeah.
to give it a little bit of water.
Join you.
And just see what that does to it.
what
'Cause
opens it up
who
a
knows?
bit.
We usually don't do this, but we're going to do
Not
it
a
here.
lot. I feel like it's something worth exploring.
Look at us, Neanderthals, using our fingers.
Yeah. It's going into my mouth. so.
We're going old school. I
Pipettes.
pour water at my whiskey. Me, Zach, me like water in whiskey.
I feel like it's maybe a bit more floral now.
Yeah, it is.
A little more floral?
That's interesting.
Wow.
It definitely changed it.
I mean, I just threw 5 or 6 drops of water in there.
Okay, I'm a fan of this.
Yeah. This, man, the mintiness or whatever it is, if it's mint, anise, or that kind of thing, it kind of holds through.
Mm-hmm.
Like as you, if you've taken a few pours of this, that lingers.
I mean, there's something that's just gripping the back of my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's acting like it's like a 130 proof on me.
Oh, no kidding.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
In a good way or a bad way?
Not a great way.
Okay.
Okay. So take this with a grain of salt whenever we do the rankings, but it's not terrible.
Hey, not terrible is good for Ryan with regards to a rye.
And a 13-year-old rye.
Yeah. Do you think that the age stands up on this?
It does. Yep.
Do you think?
I will say I've enjoyed some rye over the years, over the months, over the weeks. Allview and Drug City, they did a fantastic job on that Cherry Jubilee.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
it's
that
so
was
good.
fantastic.
Yeah. One of the more memorable pours of last year. All right, gentlemen, we've got a very unique pour here. We're going to give it some scores. Yeah. Where are we going to go on the nose, Ryan?
On the nose, I feel like I'm more of a generous guy. I usually rank things higher than most. Nose was probably the high point for me.
Okay.
3.5.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like I've kind of got to go the opposite way. The nose was sort of the weak point for me on this one. My biggest complaint, I think, was just that the ethanol note on it might have been a little bit too strong, a little bit on the nose. I mean, I guess it varies. You know, you can put your nose in or out of the glass, that kind of thing. But it did tend to overtake some of the other notes that were there. What's there is nice, but yeah, it wasn't a super balanced nose for me.
Yeah, I agree. The nose is a little bit paradoxical with this.
Sure.
It's not quite what I expect. I'm going to give it a 3 because I think it's just above average. I don't think it's crazy.
Yeah. 3 for me. I was considering 2.5.
No.
Hate to be a homer here. I'll probably knock the nose down to a 3.
All right.
Because I probably enjoyed it less than you all did.
Okay.
And if you're giving it a 3, like I said,
you were trying to be nice.
We got him.
I'm like a glass half full. You know,
Sure. That's a good.
So probably a 2.5 then for me.
Okay.
But on the palate, the one note that Zach mentioned earlier that I can't get out of my mind that's unique is the cardamom.
Yeah.
Like it's strong cardamom. And so for that, I'd give it a 3 on the palate.
3 on the palate for you.
Nice.
What do you think, Zach?
I am captivated by this on the palate because it has such a wide variety of seemingly unrelated notes.
Yeah.
Pie crust, toasted coconut, apricot, vanilla, cardamom. 4.5 I think
4.5.
it's so freaking interesting.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of this.
Wow!
I am a huge fan of this on the palate. Where it is dull on the nose, it absolutely comes to life on the palate.
I'm going to go kind of middle of the ground here. I'm going to go 4 on the palate. Still super strong.
Pretty good.
Still super strong. So for most of the same notes here that we have from Zach here, like there's so many different, like seemingly disconnected flavors that you can pull out of this thing. I think the only reason I might knock this down a little bit from your 4.5 down to a 4 is just that the anise menthol kind of thing, it doesn't necessarily overpower, but it's a constant note there the whole time. So you get that along with all these other little pieces underneath that. It doesn't quite overshadow it, but it does overtake just a little bit for me.
Okay. What about on the finish?
3.5.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm at a 3.5 too. I'm going back down to 3.5. I think it's mostly the white pepper and the cardamom at the end.
Yeah.
And a little bit of oak. I kind of want more sweet oak at the end on this.
Yeah.
And it doesn't last as long as
are you
I
thinking
expect.
something that's 13 years should
Yeah.
have a little more of that age from the barrel? And yeah, okay.
Exactly. I want a little bit more Rick House.
That's a great point. Yeah, I think I don't like the finish quite as much as the palate. The palate is just, it's a bouquet of different things. The finish is solid. Like there's still multiple things there, and it lasts a decent amount of time. But yeah, there's not quite as much as you'd expect out of the number that's on the bottle.
Okay. So, what do we think about it overall?
Did you give a number? I don't think you gave a number.
Oh, we didn't give a number?
All right. So what were you guys at? I was gonna say 3.5, but
I think I was
Yeah.
at 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
about right.
Come
So
down.
what do we think overall? It's a 13-year. It was $100.
$100.
So
Okay.
thank you, Allview, because that's honestly pretty good value.
Yeah. For a pick at
And
this
proven
old.
wood, obviously. I don't know. What do you think? You're the interesting case. On this.
Yeah. Because this isn't your speed, right?
Yeah. So if I tried this, I probably wouldn't want to buy it.
Okay.
Sure.
So with that being said, 3 to 3.5.
Okay.
That's fair.
So it's
That's fair.
you wouldn't want to buy it, but you're still really.
I will
interested
try
in
it.
this.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It'd be something.
I haven't got that cardamom note from any pours as much as I have from this.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. I think that if you're a rye person, you're going to really like this one. Yeah, I feel like the age statement that's on it, it's there, it's part of it, but it's like part of the mix. You know what I mean for the flavor profile that this one has, and it's pretty varied. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd probably go 3.5.
Yeah, I think 3.5 is right.
For overall.
As much as I love the palate on this.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. The other elements, don't quite live up to that. But again, super unique. I think it's a 3.5 because it's worth having a bottle of it. I'm very pleased with having one. I don't think it's something I'm gonna crave all the time, but it's so unique.
This is a very unique bottle, and I think that's like, I don't know, at least for me, like this makes me think like if I had this on my shelf, it's like if you want to try something really interesting and it's a rye, like let me pour you this. You've maybe never heard of it. Let me introduce you to Allview and Drug City's picks, that kind of thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's important to note because the reason why I think maybe Justin and I are especially high on this bottle is if you have been in the whiskey game for a minute and you value finding things that are unique and a little bit different and have some nuance to them and have a little bit more of an interesting flavor profile, bam!
Yeah.
Sweet Shamalama.
Yep.
That's it right there.
Yep. It's not a daily drinker, but boy, is it gonna throw a curveball.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I will say it does make me want to go to Allview.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Drug City and experience. You guys have talked big things about it, so
Yeah, they're doing good stuff. They're doing good stuff.
I also think this particular bottle, with the right kind of food, it would be a crazy good pairing.
Like a good pairing, yeah.
Yeah, like I want to try this while I eat a cinnamon bun.
Ooh.
I feel like it'd be incredible.
That's an interesting combo.
Like an insane combination. Anyway.
Well, I mean, there you have it.
That's all the review you need. With a cinnamon bun or with a good curry, it could probably go. Honestly.
Yeah, if you've ever had the cinnamon buns from the West Virginia State Fair,
Oh, man. Those things.
truly.
that would be the one to have it
Those
with.
are good.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for us for the Tumblin Dice 13-year-old barrel-proof rye pick from both Allview as well as Drug City out of the Baltimore, Maryland area. Big shout out to those folks. They're doing great stuff with their picks. Justin's great at Allview. We enjoy chatting with him.
I just got another note.
Oh, gosh.
Honeydew.
Honeydew
melon.
I mean, that's
Honeydew melon. It's there.
honeydew. This is
You're going to get it, Ryan.
You're going to get that one?
You're going to get it.
I love honeydew. So
Yeah. I've got some honeydew at home. No, I mean, that's speaking just to how varied this one is. I'm really excited to see how this one does in like a week or two, once it's had some time to open.
Gosh.
But we've got quite a bit of notes out of this one. We're looking at 3.5 overall for this guy. If you happen to run across this one, I mean, it is a pick, so it's going to be a little tougher to find.
They're all sold out.
Yeah. I don't know.
But if you come across other 13-year higher proof Tumblin Dice,
yeah.
worth it.
Gotta love the snake eyes, right? Yeah.
Well, I tell you, it makes me want to actually head to Allview in Drug City and experience what you guys have had, because that Cherry Jubilee was
From Sagamore.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But what else is fantastic is everybody has joined us for another episode of Spirit-Filled USA. And until we gather again,
We're with you in spirit.
Cheers, friends.
Cheers.